Hello guys, welcome back. Last night I watched Tarot. So this is a 2024 supernatural horror film, and I went into this completely blind. If you've seen my TikTok story, I didn't even watch a trailer. I'd seen like a picture of like this woman like screaming, and I read the description. That was it. I didn't even watch a trailer. I went into it completely blind, and it was so good. I was so surprised. It was like at the start, I was like, this might be good, it might be bad, I don't know. But it was so good. Like, it was pretty clever. Spoiler review. I love how the woman took form of the different demonic entities on the cards. I loved it. I thought it was great. Great original idea. And I give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be saying my first favourite horror movie from every year since I was born. Let's go. Starting from 2007 is Dead Silence. This movie is absolutely terrifying, and to me, it's actually one of the scariest doll movies. Next, at 2008, is The Midnight Meat Train. This movie is so gory and graphic, but the story is really clever and it's really unique. Next, at 2009, is Jennifer's Body. 2010 is Insidious. I absolutely love the first Insidious movie, and I think it's the scariest out of all of them. Next, at 2011, is You're Next. You're Next is an absolute classic slasher. It's just one of those movies that is absolutely insane. And The Final Girl. Now, 2012 is Sinister. This movie is so scary, and some things that happen in this movie are really realistic. But it's one of those movies that just sticks with you, so that's why it's my favourite from this year. Now, with the 2013s, there are so many good horror movies, but my favourite of them all would probably have to be not The Conjuring. The Conjuring was just one of them. Evil Dead, the 2013 remake, was even from this year. But my favourite from this year is VHS 2. I think this is the best out of all of them, and it's just a great film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Okay, now, 2014 is a movie I've watched several times, As Above, So Below. It's based on the real catacombs in Paris, and it is so scary. Go into this movie blind and you'll be terrified. 2015's Krampus. Now, I watch this every time. I reckon I watch it 2 times every year at Christmas time, and it is so amazing, and I love it every time. You already know that this is going to be my next one from 2016. Terrifier. Such a awesome low-budget film, and I can't wait for the third one. 2017 is It. This used to be one of my favourite horror movies of all time, and I think I've seen it about 6 times. 2018's Suspiria. This movie is so warped and weird, but you know what? It is so clever and amazing that I think it actually is my favourite movie ever. Well, favourite horror movie ever. Okay, I know I'm going to get a lot of controversy for the next one, but it is Midsummer. I didn't really like, I don't know, it's kind of one of those movies that you do like, but you kind of, when you look back at it, it's like, it's a movie you probably shouldn't like, but this is so disturbing and unique that I had to put it on here. Next is The Invisible Man. Now, this movie is so amazing and incredible. Like, it's just, like, the twist at the end and just, like, the acting and everything. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it. Next is Last Night in Soho. So if you're a bit, I don't know, like a bit, you don't really know if you want to watch this, definitely go check it out, because I went into this movie pretty blind. I think I seen a little bit of a trailer, but I had no idea what was to come or what was really going on until I actually watched it. Next is Men. I know some people don't like this film, but you know what? It's so unique. I love all different horror movies to each other, and this was just amazing. Now, from 2023, Australian horror film Talk to Me has got to be my favourite, because it's just everything about it. Because it's Australian, for one, and because the budget is really high, and because the acting and special effects are so cool. And now, I've pretty much only watched one horror film from 2024, which is Tarot, which I did a review on. Tarot is amazing, and hopefully, because I'm going to be watching more films from 2024, that a movie will beat this eventually. Okay, I do have to give a quick shout out to this Australian horror film, The Possessed. I absolutely love this. I even have 2 signed posters from the director of this film, so absolutely amazing. Okay guys, that is it for all of my movies. I'll be doing more movie reviews later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember to follow me and turn on notifications so you know when I post next. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Okay guys, so I just finished watching When Evil Lurks. I started this movie, I don't know, like a few months ago. I got halfway through, I'm just like, this is really boring. But then I keep seeing people rave about it, say how good it is, so I just finished watching it, and here are my thoughts. So, this movie, of course, is not English, and I actually just think it's not a great movie. Like, people say how it's so good, I don't see how it's so good. Like, I know it's different, but it's really boring and really freaking slow. Like, spoilers, I know the ending bit where they thought they killed the demon, but it was still in the sun. It's like, you know, like, you could see that coming, and it's just like, I don't know, it was very slow. And the demon wasn't really scary. Like, he wasn't really a scary thing. It never really showed what this demon was. It never actually showed the true form of it, which was a bit, you know, that's pretty cool. But, yeah, it just wasn't really a great film for me. It was alright, but, like, I know some people would like it, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the best film I've seen. Like, foreign movies like May the Devil Take You were great, but this one was just, nah. I don't know, I'd probably give about a 5.5 out of 10. Okay guys, so I just finished watching Blumhouse's Imaginary. So this was pretty good. I went into it blind, only seen a picture of the bear with like these teeth, and I read the description, and that's it. I didn't watch any clips or trailers. I thought it was pretty good. It's not the best Blumhouse film, but if you like movies like Come Play, which I wasn't really a big fan of, but if you like movies sort of like that, you'll definitely like this. So go check it out, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I give it a 7 out of 10. Okay guys, so I just finished watching Martyrs, or Martyrs, or however you say it. It's literally the cruelest, most horrible movie I've ever seen. It is so violent and cruel, and I have no idea what the ending is supposed to mean. I'm not even gonna say anything else about it, I just literally say don't even watch it. It's literally a waste of time. I don't even know how someone can like this movie. This is sick, and it's disgusting, and it's awful, and it's cruel. I give it a 1 out of 10. Today I'm going to be telling you the best films of the 2020s that I've seen so far. This is not in any order, but Talk to Me was an excellent film. This was literally made by two Australian brothers, which is where I'm from, and this movie was absolutely insane, and the special effects and everything about it were incredible. Next was Thanksgiving. I know probably some people don't like this movie, but I actually really enjoyed it, especially the opening scene with like the trampoline and everything. Spoilers, sorry. But yeah, great film. Next is No One Will Save You, a Hulu and Disney Plus original. This was actually one of the most beautiful alien films I've ever seen, and I will definitely be watching it again. Next is another Hulu original called Clock. Now, the couple twists in this I was not expecting. I went into this movie blind, so that's probably why I also enjoyed it. I definitely do recommend that one. Next is Terrifier 2. I love this movie so much. I've seen it 3 times, and the opening scene with the song by the Midnight, that song is absolutely incredible. I just love how it's low budget, but still, you know, makes the audience, you know, really enjoy what they're watching. Next is Men. So this is like a weird psychological movie. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Just go into it blind. That's all I'm telling you. Don't watch a trailer. Don't watch anything. Just watch it without any spoilers, and you will be just as surprised as I was after finishing it. Next is The Menu. So The Menu was pretty good. It's sort of like, a lot of it was good, but then there are a couple bad scenes as well, but I actually really did enjoy it, so I'm going to put it as one of my favourites. Last Night in Soho. This movie was really cool as well. The special effects were pretty amazing, and the twist, incredible. Next is Antlers. So Antlers is really cool. I love how they don't show the monster too much, and it is really scary. Oh yeah, by the way, I know I did like Antlers, but I think I fell asleep through like the last half an hour of it, so I'm going to have to watch it again and then review it. Next is Underwater. I love like movies like this where really scary under the sea. I just loved it. It was really scary. The monsters were really cool, and like the giant Cthulhu, amazing. And last is The Exorcism of God. So I hate The Pope's Exorcist, but The Exorcism of God just seems so much better. Even though The Pope's Exorcist was more known, I just thought that The Exorcism of God was actually better. So stay tuned for part 2 where I talk about the worst films of 2020s. Alright guys, welcome back. Now I'm talking about the worst films of the 2020s that I've seen. This is not all of them, just some. The new Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought this movie was so stupid. I went, got halfway through and I thought, this is pretty cool. And it just got stupider from there, and I didn't even know. I disliked it, and it's not a film that I think you should watch. Insidious: The Red Door. Now, they just completely destroyed the Insidious franchise with this. It was just ridiculous. The first, I think Insidious, the first couple Insidiouses were really good. Then it just went crap after this, and this was literally even worse than The Last Key. Knock at the Cabin. I don't even know if you'd call this a horror movie, but this was just very depressing, and it doesn't make any sense. The ending of it, you're like, is it even real or not? What the hell is going on? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to call this one of the worst, but Megan was pretty bad. There are a couple good scenes in here, but the rest of it was just pathetic. It just felt like a female version of the new Child's Play. Another one, which is pretty surprising to me as well, I went into this movie very excited and pumped, is The Exorcist Believer. I think they just completely destroyed the Exorcist franchise with this film, and I don't even think it needed to be made, to be honest. Now, Speak No Evil. I was really liking this film at the start, but then once it got to the last, 20, 15 minutes, it was done for me. I instantly knew that I was going to hate it. Another one is The Black Phone. I know some people love The Black Phone, but no. No, sorry. This film is just bad. It is just terrible. It is worthless, and I can't even see myself ever watching it again. Another one is Old. So Old, The Beach, you know the one. It was just stupid. The whole movie was pointless, and the ending just... Willy's Wonderland. I don't even know if I can call this a film, literally. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I would literally prefer to watch the new Five Nights at Freddy's than watch this trash ever again. The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. What is going on with the Insidious and Conjuring movies? They completely destroy... Just stop. Just please stop making them unless you're going to make them decent. Spiral. Now, this movie's just bad. It's just simple as that. It's just a bad movie, and I've just had enough of the Saw movies. The first, 3 were really good, and then after that they just got ridiculous, and so many flashbacks and crap about this freaking guy. And it's seriously, just... Gretel and Hansel. I'm not even going to explain this, just don't even watch it. Just completely pass on this, and just skip it completely. Last one is Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends was completely pointless. It wasn't even about Michael Myers pretty much of the time. It was literally about this new guy, and it's just a waste of time. So don't even waste your time watching all these movies, and I will see you in the next video. Okay guys, hello, welcome back. I've seen heaps of people talking about the second one that's coming out of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. So, I thought I should give the first one a watch, and here are my thoughts. So, I actually thought that this movie was really good. I like movies like Terrifier and Terrifier 2. This kind of reminded me of that. The gore was pretty good. The cinematography was pretty decent too. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. I'm actually excited to see the second one when it comes out. So, probably give it about I'd probably say a 7 out of 10. If you guys like movies like this and you haven't seen Terrifier, go check out Terrifier. If you like movies like Terrifier and you haven't seen this, go check out this. So, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next video. Or night, wherever you live. Okay guys, today's film is The Reaping, an underrated film. So, she scientifically explains, weird happenings behind, biblical strange occurrences. She always has a scientific explanation of why it happens. She goes to this one town where this little girl is believed to be a prophet, and she's making the 10 plagues happen. So this movie actually turned out to be supernatural. Yes, she was a prophet, and the other people in the town were satanic worshippers, and they wanted to kill her because they knew if she stayed alive that she would eventually kill them. So she ended up killing the Satanist people and sending them to hell. That's probably where they wanted to go. But at the end of the movie, when she drove away with the little girl and saved her, it was revealed that she was pregnant by one of the guys that was sent back to hell. And she was pregnant with the Antichrist. So, you're there. You're not going to be able to do anything. So, it was actually a really good movie. Twist was awesome. Didn't expect much. I went to the movie blind, so thought it was great. If you want an underrated, good horror film for you guys to watch, Supernatural, definitely check out this. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you later. Okay, hello guys, welcome back. I just finished watching Hell House LLC. So, a while ago I did actually watch this movie, but only seen the first 5 minutes, and then I fell asleep, and all I seen was the last 2 minutes of the film, so I technically haven't seen it. This is my first time watching it, because I watched it again properly this time. Here are my thoughts. I thought this was an excellent found footage movie. I thought it was really scary. It was pretty well made. I can't wait to watch the second, third, and fourth one. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to say anything. Just go into it blind. Just watch it and let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Okay guys, welcome back. I just finished watching Hell House LLC 2, The Abaddon Hotel. So, yesterday when I reviewed the first one, I really liked it. I thought this was an excellent found footage movie. This one is literally a direct sequel and even has one of the same actors in it, and it was just, I don't know, it didn't have the same feel about it, and it was so boring. I think the first hour of it, nothing happened, and then something happened, but it was just it didn't have the same vibe, or it wasn't really as scary as the first one, so I don't know about this one. I kind of give it about a 5. I didn't think it was any good. I really do hope the third one is good, but... Okay guys, hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the first 4 Hellraiser movies. Let's go. First is the original Hellraiser. This movie is an absolute classic. It is amazing. It's exciting. Love the special effects. Soundtrack, the music and everything is great. Awesome film. I give it probably about an 8. Now, Hellraiser 2 is actually better than... I know a lot of people actually say this though. Hellraiser 2, everyone always says it's better. It is though, because when they show the dimension of hell, it's just, I don't know, something about it is just better. I don't know, it has more action, has more demons, everything. Just awesome film. Yeah, 8.5. Next, Hellraiser 3. So, I didn't think Hellraiser 3 was better than Hellraiser 2, and it wasn't better than Hellraiser 1. But it was still good. It just wasn't as good as those 2 movies. It was just, a bit in between both of them. It wasn't as good though. So I give it about a 7. Now, Hellraiser Bloodline, which I just finished, I thought was excellent. It was better than Hellraiser 3, not as good as the first 2. But it was still great. I give it probably an 8. It's a great film. If you haven't seen these 4 Hellraiser films, definitely go check them out. Bloodline is actually really good. I thought it was going to be really bad. It is excellent. It's a great film. Had some surprising things in there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to follow me for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, so I just finished watching Hellraiser 5 Inferno. Now, I really like Bloodlines. I really like the 4th one, but it was so boring. I know this one had more of a story and everything behind it, like the other ones did, but this was so boring. I think only the last 30 to 25 minutes were really good. The rest of it was just really boring, and I don't know, it wasn't a bad movie, but it's definitely not it's probably the worst one I've watched. It's not a bad, it's still pretty good, but it's definitely the worst one I've seen out of them so far. That is until I've watched the last few, which you guys apparently have said are absolutely disgraceful. So yes, I give this movie about a 6. Okay guys, so I just watched last night Hellraiser Hellseeker, which is Hellraiser 6. I have no idea what they're doing to this franchise. After the 4th one, I did read that was the end of the storyline, all those movies connected. But after this, it's just gone to absolute crap. This movie was just, it's more of a mystery, 7 mixed with the vibes of Saw, but it's not even interesting. Nothing happens until the last 20 minutes. It's pretty much exactly the same as the last one, the 5th one. I'm just really disappointed, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. Alright guys, I just finished watching Godless, the Eastfield Exorcism. So I've heard a few people talk about this on TikTok. It's an Australian horror film about an exorcism, and people say there's so much more to it, and it's not just an exorcism film, so I thought I should check it out. Here are my thoughts. So this is a spoiler review, just warning you. So this is about a wife who's experiencing strange memories and stuff like that, and she flips out, she's schizophrenic. She's possessed. Well, she's actually not. We think that. And I could tell that she wasn't possessed from the start because nothing would change about her. Her eyes wouldn't change. she would just like deepen her voice, nothing demonic would actually happen. So yeah, it was actually revealed at the end that the priest who came to do the exorcism, he wasn't an actual priest. He was just a psycho who would just kill random people. These people weren't possessed though. They were just schizophrenic. So this woman was never possessed. She was just suffering trauma and PTSD from when her child and husband were killed in a car crash fire. So she was never possessed. She was just sick, and the priest who came just broke her jaw and killed her. So yeah, it was a great film. I don't actually give a shit what anyone says. This film is fucking awful. It is horrible and it is so depressing, and it's got nothing supernatural. There is no exorcism in it. It is just depressing and awful and horrible. So I do not recommend this movie. I give it I'm not even rating it. It's a 0 for me. No way. Goodbye. Okay guys, welcome back to another video. I'm out at the moment because I felt like I had to be out of the house to do this review. Joking. So today's movie we're reviewing is Beau is Afraid. This is an A24 film, and A24 has made all different movies like this, but that will be for another video. So, here are my honest thoughts and full review. Spoilers, so be warned. If you don't want to know spoilers, don't watch this video. So, it is about a man here, Beau, and he wants to go visit his mother. And he was saying that he couldn't get on a flight because his keys were stolen. So then the next day or something, he lives in like this really crime-filled area. There's a bunch of there's a killer on the loose. There's just random people dying on the street for no reason. Next day, he gets a call from this random guy saying he picked up his mum's phone. His mum is dead. Her head was crushed by a chandelier. So of course he wants to go see her, but he ends up in a car accident. And getting stabbed by the serial killer on the street, and goes in a home with these people. And they look after him. He wants to go see him, but he has to wait because they can't drive him there because the guy who took him in, he is a nurse and he has a patient to look after. They have a daughter. One of the son, they did have a son, but he was killed in the army, apparently. They have a daughter, and the daughter is nuts because he has taken her room. And she's really angry with him, so she keeps blaming him for stuff, and she ends up drinking a whole tin of paint, the daughter, and making it look like he did it, so they kick him out of the house. Great. While that was happening, there was a couple more things. The woman who took him in left like this weird note, and also said, turn to channel 78, and on the TV when he turned it on, it was like rewinds, and like he would fast forward it and it would show future events of his life happening. It's like, what the hell was that? That was never really explained, so we thought. So then he's left by himself. He ends up in the woods alone. He gets found, and like sort of this really weird play happens, and he imagines himself in the play. Weird shit like that. And then there's just flashbacks about his life, and he was on a cruise with his mum, and he met this woman, and she was taken away, and then years later, when he finally gets back to his mum's house for her funeral, he did miss her funeral, this woman all of a sudden turns up out of nowhere. It's like, where did she even come from? Yeah, I'm probably not really going to say anything else about that, but his father, who apparently died while he was conceived. Also, his mum is alive. I don't even know why. She set up her own death because she said that he was selfish and only cared about himself, so she pretended she was dead. She's actually alive. That woman from the cruise, Eleanor or whatever her name was, they both of them, you know, yep. And she dies. Don't ask me why, don't know why. And the mum was watching. That is sick, that is disgusting. And then he ends up killing his mother by choking her to death. Excellent. And just before that, he figures out that his father's still alive, and he's a giant penis monster in the attic. Anyway, he kills his mum, goes off, ends up on a boat by himself, middle of nowhere. All of a sudden, he's in the middle of a stadium. His whole life was set up like there were cameras watching his every movement of every moment of every single second of his life. Yeah, great. And his mum is still alive, so she never died. That was set up again, so she faked her death twice. Great. And then he was in a boat, and the motor blew up, and he blew up. He died. End of movie. What the fuck? It was so freaking weird. It was by Ari Aster, who's made Hereditary and Midsummer. Love both those movies. They're great, but I'll talk about them in another video. I really enjoyed this movie. There were so many twists. It was really disturbing. Just crap like that. Yeah, you know what? It's not for everyone, and I don't really recommend, younger people watching this because it is messed up, as you can probably tell by my video. 8 out of 10. If you like weird, messed up movies like Midsummer, Hereditary, or Hereditary, it's not disturbing, it's more really scary, kind of like a more scary version of Conjuring, but Midsummer's really messed up. It's exactly like this. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye. Okay guys, today I'm reviewing Immaculate, a 2024 horror film, and I'm going to be doing a spoiler review. So this girl here goes to a church, and when she gets there, she starts having like weird dreams, like starts seeing weird people, like they're there and then they're gone. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she ends up pregnant, and they do tests and everything. There is no way she could have been pregnant, so they think it's like a blessing of God, like the Virgin Mary. She was blessed with a child. And during her pregnancy, she starts seeing weird stuff, and the main priest that's there, apparently it was revealed that he had like this pin, and it was one of the pins that Jesus was on the cross with, and it had some of Jesus's skin and DNA on it. So this priest has injected her with Jesus DNA, trying to rebirth, Christ. Yep, and he has had multiple failed attempts because he has all the weird babies in a jar and stuff like that. And she ends up killing him, and then she has her baby, and then she crushes its head with a rock. So, and that's literally it. That's literally the end of the movie. It only went for 1:20. It was very short. It was alright. It was interesting to watch. It was better at the start. Kind of just got a little bit I don't know. I didn't really... At the start of it was better, but yeah. I give this movie a 5.5. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Okay guys, welcome back. This is my full spoiler review for Caveat. And yes, that is how you say it, because I literally looked it up.
Caveat.
So, this is about a man named Isaac, and some guy named Barrett sends him to his dead brother's house to, keep an eye on his brother's daughter. It was explained later on in the film that this guy named Isaac, who was sent here to make sure that the daughter didn't escape or something like that, he was there before, and he locked Barrett's brother in the basement, killed himself in the basement because he had claustrophobia. So apparently it was Isaac who locked him in the basement, and he doesn't remember. And the mother's dead as well, and Isaac ends up finding the mother inside the wall. And apparently, according to the daughter, the dad of her and Barrett both killed the mum and then hid her body in the wall. What the hell? When Isaac first got to the house, not previously, first thing in the movie, he had to put on this harness thing so he couldn't leave. He ended up escaping from the harness, putting the harness on the daughter in the house, and he went through a secret passage because the daughter was trying to shoot him with an arrow, and he ended up through this secret passage, but it led him to the basement where the mum was buried behind the wall. But the mum would move, her head would move, and then he put a beanie over her head. He looked back and there was an eye poking out. It's the mum. The mum's obviously still alive, but how is she still alive? It doesn't make any sense. He ends up escaping. Barrett comes down, and the daughter ends up shooting Barrett in the arm. Isaac starts chopping through the wall to try and get out, and he's yeah, come on. But then he realizes on this little speaker that Isaac isn't even down there anymore. He escaped. So then who the hell's down there? Who's digging their way out? And then all it shows is Barrett just standing there, and half of the mum's face comes around the corner. It's like, what the hell is going on? And then that's literally end of movie. It just showed Isaac outside, like, letting this dog go free, and the daughter was standing near the door with her nose bleeding. That's literally it. And this freaking rabbit, throughout the whole movie, it would just start, like, banging like its drums like a toy rabbit every time there's, like, a sign of danger. What the hell? It's like the house haunted, like... This movie was really freaking scary. Like, it's even scarier because nothing was explained. None of it makes any sense, which is why it is so scary. And I don't want to know what happens because not knowing and, like, just trying to guess is really cool. And I find this very unique and scary. I think I give it about an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. What's that? Okay guys, holy shit, I just finished watching The Watchers. This is a spoiler review, so be warned. So this girl here goes into a weird forest to deliver a bird. She has to deliver the bird to, like, this location. She gets lost in the forest with this sign that says point of no return. So she ends up getting lost, she can't find her way. And then she ends up finding, like, this little, like, box, like, sort of like a cabin. And there's 3 other people in there hiding, and they tell her to come in because there's going to be monsters that come out at night. So they have, like, this mirrored side of the glass, and they see their own reflections, and apparently the monsters watch them through there. And the only reason the monsters aren't killing him is because they're doing what they say. So these monsters were meant to be fairies, or fae they call them, and they were banished by humans because they weren't liked and sealed underground, and they just went feral after time and dug their way out, and now they are against humans and they want to kill them. The girl that was in there, the old lady who's been there for the longest, Madeline, she ended up turning out after they all escaped together, other than one of the other guys. He was killed, but they ended up escaping, and apparently Madeline was literally one of these monsters. She was one of those fairies, but she was a half-breed. She was a half-breed fairy. So she was like half human, half fairy. So she never ended up killing the girl, and she just went her own separate way. And just sort of like spied on her. It showed her like spying on her at the end of the movie, and she got her wings. She got wings that came out of her. So she still has wings. She's half fairy, half human. But this movie is so good. Like, I love the mythology and stuff behind it. It is awesome. I definitely recommend you go check this out. This is definitely my favourite film of 2024 so far, other than Tarot. So I definitely recommend this to you. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Hello guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dune Part 1 and Part 2. Let's go. So Dune Part 1 was very successful at the box office, and it got a huge following. Especially from one of the original movies that was made by David Lynch, which I actually haven't seen, which I'll probably need to check out. But this movie is amazing. Like, the special effects, the action sequences are incredible. I'm not going to do a spoiler review for these. It's just going to be a non-spoiler review, just what I think of them. I think these movies are great, especially the first one. I give the first one probably 8. Both of these movies have excellent cast. So, the second one, I actually liked a little bit more. The second one was got more of a creepy vibe to it, and it was really warped and strange, sort of similar to David Lynch's movies, which he did create the original movie. So, it was strange and it was warped. I'm just going to say, this guy here is sick. Like, there is... But yeah, it was amazing. It was... I don't even know. I just loved it so much. I give this one a 9 out of 10. I actually like this one better. I don't know if people will agree, but I don't care. Oh yeah, and spoilers, I forgot to mention Anya Taylor-Joy's cameo. She's going to play the daughter and sister. I can't wait, because that was like a future vision. I can't wait for Dune Part 3 when she plays like a main role. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, today I'm reviewing Shutter. So this is the 2008 version, not the 2004 version. I'm not going to do a spoiler review for this. All I'm going to say is about this photographer and his wife who get in a car accident and they're haunted by a ghost. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil anything. This was pretty good. It was alright. Like, it's not one of the greatest movies. I do like a couple plot twists though. But yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Okay guys, welcome back. This is my sort of spoiler review for What We Do in the Shadows. Let's go. So last night I was just looking for different shows and movies, and I came across a TV show called What We Do in the Shadows. Like, oh, I might start watching this. But then I was like, wait, isn't it a movie? So I thought I should watch the movie first. Here are my thoughts. This movie is absolutely hilarious. So it's about a documentary crew filming these vampires. It's a mockumentary film, so it's like it is hilarious. I'm not really going to say much about it, but the fact that vampires can't eat chips, there's a lot of like blood used in this movie, and there's a lot of crude references and stuff, but it's amazing. I think if you guys love really funny sort of horror / comedies, definitely go check this out. I give it a 9 out of 10. Hello guys and welcome back. So today I'm reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer. And don't worry, I know what you did. That's right, I'm talking to you. You know what you did as well. So yes, I've actually seen the first 40 minutes of this before, but after that, I was so tired that day, I don't know why. I literally fell asleep through the whole thing and I woke up half of the end credits. And oh yeah, this is an awesome movie. I had no idea what happened. So last night I watched it fully and I did not fall asleep, thank God. And it was pretty good. I love the music and stuff that's used in it, especially the first couple songs are amazing. The killer reveal was pretty good. I'm not going to spoil that, but yeah, it's a pretty decent classic slasher film. So I know the second one connects to it, has her and him in it. So yeah, it was a good movie. I give it a 7 out of 10. Okay guys, hello and welcome back. I finally watched The Omen, 1976. I watched the new remake, 2005 Omen, years ago, but I stopped it halfway through because I was like, I haven't seen the original. And I finally watched the original. Here's my thoughts, and this is a non-spoiler review. I know that this movie is a big part of the 70s for horror, and it has influenced so many different horror films that it's a big thing in the horror community. But I'm not going to lie, it is really boring. It is a very slow burn sort of movie, and it's not great. It's not a bad film, but it's not the best. I give it probably a 6. I don't know. I didn't really like it that much. I know there's sequels and stuff, which I might check out. I don't know. Sequels, I feel like, have been ruined for me ever since I watched the Hellraiser movies, because the first 4 were excellent. After that, you already know that I watched some more, and I just stopped watching the Hellraiser movies completely because of how bad they were. I don't know. And especially, it happened with Highlander as well. I watched Highlander, the first 2 were great, the rest of them were absolutely disgraceful, and I don't even like the movie anymore. So, I feel like it's just going to happen with this if I watch the sequels, so I don't know. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Yeah, I give it a 6. Hello guys, and welcome back. Today I'm reviewing Black Swan. So, Black Swan is a psychological thriller about an inspiring ballerina who wants to play the white and black swan in a Swan Lake play. That's all I'm going to say about this movie. It is actually pretty disturbing. It deals with different things like schizophrenia and stuff like that, but it is excellent. The film is portrayed really well. And the little twist at the end, I'm not going to say anything, but it is great. It is excellent. I actually really, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was awesome. I think I give it about a 7.5 out of 10 for sure. It's not the best I've seen, but it's pretty good for what, I wasn't really expecting much, but when I watched it, I thought it was great. Okay, guys, stay tuned. I'll be right back for another video on Terrifier 3. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing X and Pearl. So, Pearl is a prequel to X, and Pearl is the old woman in X. So, yeah. I'm not going to do a spoiler review, but X is alright. I know a lot of people liked it. I didn't love it, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad film. I liked it. Jenna Ortega was great, Big Goth was great, but some of the film was really boring, and it was just it's kind of the bit with the murder car bit with the Don't Fear the Reaper playing, that was great. That was a really good scene. The ending was great. The start of it was interesting, and then some of it was just, just, you know what I mean. But Pearl is a prequel. So the old woman in X, if you guys aren't aware, I'm not spoiling anything, there's just an old woman in X. It's about her. Pearl is like her like origin story. And I liked Pearl better. Pearl was more interesting, and it was kind of like, there was a bit, this is not a spoiler, but there was a bit near the end of this movie where Pearl was talking for 5 minutes straight on like one angle. The angle didn't change, it was just one angle, and the scene didn't change, it was just one thing. I swear she would have had to have a script like on the table or in front of her or something, because I don't know how the hell she would remember all those lines. It was absolutely ridiculous. I feel like I was listening to a story, unless she's just that good of an actress. But my favourite bit of the whole movie was the opening scene with the farm. And that music, wow, that did not seem like a horror movie. It's like moments before disaster. But yeah, both these movies are pretty good. I haven't watched Maxine yet. I'll do a separate video once I've watched Maxine. I'm actually excited to watch that. Maxine is a sequel to X. Pearl is a prequel to X, so yeah. I give X probably, I don't know, like a 6 out of 10. Probably give Pearl a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next video. Okay guys, hello and welcome back. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for doing this, but today I'm reviewing The Human Centipede. Like, come on, you only live once. Come on, I gotta see what people are talking about. But yeah, I'm not gonna really spoil anything for you, because I just don't really want to talk about it. But it's, you know, of course it's some guy who wants to stitch people together and make a life-size human centipede. It's very obvious by a title. Now I'm probably going to get hate for this as well. You know what? I didn't even hate it. I did not even hate this movie. Like, it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. It is really bad and it's gross, but it's actually really interesting. It was actually pretty good. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about it. But you know what? It wasn't bad. I think I've seen a lot of shit, a lot of movies, and this was just, you know, I was kind of expecting it. I kind of knew what to expect. The only thing the trailer showed, which I watched, was like these people, the two girls walking into a house and then sort of trying to run away. It didn't really show anything else. And like the ending of this movie, I'm not gonna spoil it, but wow, it was Jesus. But yeah, I actually really liked it, not gonna lie. I give it probably a 7 actually out of 10. I'm just gonna end the video now, goodbye. Jesus. But yeah, I actually really liked it, not gonna lie. I give it probably a 7 actually out of 10. Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing every single Stephen King movie I have seen, so let's go. Okay, so I have seen 28 Stephen King films. I know that's probably not a lot to some people, because some people have probably seen every single one. I'm getting there, don't worry. But I'm going to be starting off with It Chapter 1, Chapter 2 in the original. So It Chapter 1 and 2 I've seen at least 3 times more each. Love them, they're so good. It's 1990. I remember hating the movie when I first watched it, but over the years, I've never watched it again, but I remember what I did see and I actually liked it. It's just back in the day, I hated it because it was old. I hated old films, but as I got older, I actually liked it heaps more. So It Chapter 1 is a 9, It Chapter 2 is an 8, the 1991 is probably a 7, so there you go. Now, The Shining TV miniseries and The Shining movie. Stephen King had nothing to do with the movie. It was Stanley Kubrick who took over, and Stephen King hated it because he wrecked his book. Like, he wrecked a film adaptation. So Stephen King went and made his own film, which was a TV series. Now, don't get me wrong, the movie is still a great film, but the TV miniseries is so more accurate and so much longer. It has like 3 1.5-hour episodes, and it is so good. It has so much story, and it is amazing. So The Shining movie, I probably only give a 6. Like, it's not, I know some people love it, but it's just not, I don't see how people like it that much, because I did like it, but after I saw the TV series is an 8 for sure. Now, the Pet Sematary movies, Pet Sematary 1, 2, and the new one. The new one I don't really like as much, although I did watch the new one before I seen the old one, so... But the new one's alright, it's just a bit... I don't know, it's just a bit weird. I think I give the new one a 6. Pet Sematary, the first one, is really good. I give it a 7. But Pet Sematary 2 is excellent. I love Pet Sematary 2. I think that's my favourite out of all of them. I give it a 7.5. Now, the Children of the Corn, the original Children of the Corn, is really good. It's a bit slow, but it is way better than this piece of shit here. The remake, that I am actually not even going to rate the remake. I'm not even going to say what I think of that one. But the Children of the Corn is okay. It's a 6. The original Carrie, the new Carrie, I like the new Carrie better. I just think it's got more action, it's more everything. The original Carrie's still really good. Original Carrie's probably a 6. The new Carrie's probably a 7.5. Cujo, I probably have to watch Cujo again because I fell asleep through some of it and I didn't see all of it. I need to watch it again. But what I did see of it, probably a 6. Thinner, I actually didn't really like Thinner. I thought Thinner was boring, and the actor, he was just not really good, so I'll probably give that like a 5. The Dark Half, I liked, this is pretty much explaining it, but I don't know, I liked the second half of the movie. The first half was, the first half of it was alright. It's kind of weird, the movie is very strange, the ending of it's really good, but it's just like Thinner and Dark Half I don't really like. So I'll probably give that one a 5. The Boogeyman, now, they should have never revealed the monster. If they kept the monster hidden throughout the whole movie, just like a figure, it would have been so much scarier. But when they revealed it, it was just not scary. So that's probably like a 5. Stand By Me is really good. It is not a horror. It's just like a drama. It's based off of his book, The Body. It's fine. It's a pretty good movie. I'll probably give it a 6. Room 1408. I think I've mentioned on here before a couple times that I hate Room 1408. It's just a bad movie and it's just crappy. I just give it a 5. Green Mile is awful. It is so depressing. I know it has a good story behind it, but it's just no. 5. Salem's Lot. I like Salem's Lot. I like that one. I'll probably give it a 6.5. In the Tall Grass, when I watched it, I never really liked it, but over time I don't know. I give it probably a 6. The Mist. I love The Mist. I think The Mist is a great film. 6. Misery, it's alright. I can probably give it a 5.5. Tales of the Dark Side. One of the stories in Tales of the Dark Side was Stephen King's. But the movie itself wasn't very good. So I probably give it a 5. The Dark Tower, it's okay. I'll probably give it a 6. Secret Window and Sleepwalkers are really good. I probably both give them a 6.5. The Secret Window is great, and Sleepwalkers is amazing. I love, the shapeshifters and stuff like that. Doctor Sleep. Doctor Sleep, I didn't like when I first watched it, but then I watched it again, and I thought it was pretty good. So I give Doctor Sleep probably a 6.5, and the new Firestarter, I'm not even going to rate that. But out of all of the Stephen King films that I've seen so far, my top 5 will be It Chapter 2, The Shining TV series, Sleepwalkers, and Doctor Sleep. They're my favourites. After I've watched more, I will be doing separate reviews for all of them, so stay tuned. Let me know what your guys' favourite Stephen King film is, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello guys, and welcome back. Today I'm reviewing Blumhouse's new film, Afraid. So, this just came out. It's brand new. It's about an AI system. This guy works for a company. They put this AI system in his house to sort of test it out, but of course, I'm not going to spoil anything, but of course the AI is evil, like all AI. But this takes AI to the extreme. I swear, I would not be surprised if AI did actually become like this in the future. It started off better. I think it didn't get worse as it went on. It just kind of, I don't know, it was creepier at the start. It was really creepy at the start. And then, the last 30, 40 minutes, it was alright. It wasn't a bad film, though. It was still pretty decent. So I'm going to give it a 6 at least. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Okay, Google is taking over, but, this thing is definitely surpassing Google. It's crazy. But, yeah.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So I just finished watching the new horror film Oddity, which is made by the same director as Caveat, which is another like sort of lower budget Irish film that I reviewed on my TikTok before, which was a great movie. Okay guys, welcome back. This is my full spoiler review for Caveat. This movie was really freaking scary. Like, it's even scarier because nothing was explained. None of it makes any sense, which is why it is so scary. I'm not really going to spoil anything about this movie, but the only thing I'm going to say is the same rabbit from Caveat, the cursed rabbit, actually made an appearance in Oddity on the woman's shelf. I don't know if it's meant to be connected or not, but I'm not going to say anything else except this movie was really bad. Like, I literally seen a video saying, someone that I watched on TikTok was saying, oh, this is really scary. No, it is not. Like, I know it's scary, but it's kind of just pointless. And it's dumb. Like, there's no really cool special effects or anything in it. It's just like a pointless film. I'm not really going to say anything else. I'm just going to let you guys watch it. But it was just stupid. And the ending of it was just ridiculous. Like, if the ending of it was different, and if something actually did happen, it would have been better, but still, like, come on. It was just, nah. I give it a 5 out of 10. I give it a 4 out of 10. I just did not like it whatsoever. Hello, guys, and welcome back. So, a while ago, I did a review of all the Hellraiser movies I've seen. So, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6, Inferno and Hellseeker, I'm pretty sure it were. They were crap. Like, they were literal crap. And they were awful. They were horrible movies. It's like a mystery. But after this, it's just gone to absolute crap. This movie was just, it's like more of a mystery. Like, now with this film, pretty much the same. I literally left it for months, and I finally came back to it, and they're literally just mysteries now. Like, before they were horror, and they're just mysteries, and then something doesn't happen in the movie until like the last 20 to 30 minutes. I still didn't like this movie. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'm reviewing Apartment 7A. So I did do a video last night doing a review on this, but my audio got blocked for some reason. I have no idea why. Don't know if it was the music I used. It shouldn't be that. Or if it was like, oh, who knows. But anyway, Apartment 7A is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby. It's about this girl who is a ballerina dancer, and she hurts her ankle. She's like broken her ankle, and she moves into this apartment with these nice old people who let her stay there for free. And of course, if you guys have seen the trailer, yes, they're trying to like get her pregnant with the devil's kid. They're like Satanist people. So I just got to spoil it now. She does end up getting pregnant. She pretends she's all happy about being pregnant, and she's dancing around saying Hail Satan and everything, and then she jumps out of the window when they least expect it, and she dies, so, along with the baby, so, and then after that's Rosemary's Baby, so, yeah, I thought this film was really good. It was really interesting. It was pretty creepy. It was like a mystery. Supernatural themes were great, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a decent movie. I give it probably a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'm reviewing Stigmata. So if you guys don't know, this is about a woman who gets the wounds of Jesus. So that's what Stigmata means, is the wounds of Jesus. So I'm going to spoil it, so if you haven't seen it, don't watch this video. Priests investigate this, and they're like, this is really strange, and like, it seems evil. Like, whatever's happening to her seems evil. It's like, Jesus isn't evil. It's actually revealed in the end, spoilers, she wasn't possessed by Jesus, she was possessed by a dead priest who actually got Stigmata once before. He got 2 wounds of it, and then he died. There was an exorcism done, and then he left her body, and she was still alive. But there was some sort of manuscript at the end of the movie that had the real words of Jesus in it, and apparently that was actually based off of a real story or something, like real priests in real life. There was actually a script, and they destroyed it because they thought it was fake. But I'm not religious myself. I don't believe in God. I believe in the devil. But this movie was actually really good. It was really interesting. I love like sort of these religious like horror movies. They're really scary, like about possession. Excellent. I actually really like this film. I thought it was pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am reviewing the first Prophecy movie from 1995. So this is about, there's a war in heaven with the angels because the angels hate humans. And Gabriel comes down to earth to take an evil soul back to heaven to help them win the war. And I'm going to spoil it, but at the end, the devil, or Lucifer, actually ends up helping the humans defeat Gabriel from, getting the evil soul. So that's pretty cool, but this movie is excellent. Like, I love movies like this. It's like an old version of Legion, if you guys have seen that movie. But yeah, it was fantastic. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hello guys, and welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the 2024 remake of Salem's Lot. So this came out yesterday, and I watched it, and here are my thoughts. So this is a pretty good, remake of the original film. The original film was, 3 hours or something? This one's only, an hour 50. But I like the original film. I think it's really good. But this was actually better. I know some people are going to be like, no. But this was actually better. It was shorter, and of course the special effects were way better. And it was just, it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was still better than the original film, and I did enjoy it. I think I give it a 7 out of 10. It's not, the best movie I've seen, but it's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent remake. And it's Stephen King as well, so I have to give him the credit for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this new film, and I'll see you next video. Okay guys, hello and welcome back. So I've finally watched VHS Beyond, and I'm gonna do a review. I've done multiple videos on VHS Beyond and the trailer release and teasers and stuff. And I did mention I hate the last one. That is true. The last one is not very good. It's crap and it's really bad. This one made up for those last 3 movies. Literally, this one is almost better than VHS 2. This movie was absolutely incredible. The franchise came and stepped back up with this film. Every, mini tape thing that was in there was incredible, except for Fur Babies. I know people liked it, but that was not necessary. I do not think, because all of them were about aliens, and, alien abductions and stuff like that. Fur Babies was the only one that wasn't, and that one was just stupid. That was just not necessary. I did not think it needed to be in there. I was just getting, sort of human centipede flashbacks. But anyway, the first part, Stalk, is definitely my favourite. Stalk is amazing. But all of them were incredible. Especially, that very last scene in the film. That was creepy as shit. But yeah, this movie was absolutely amazing. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, guys, hello and welcome back. Today I am reviewing the new Hulu Disney Plus original, Hold Your Breath. This will be a spoiler video, so don't watch this review if you haven't seen the movie already. So, it is about this mum with her 2 daughters who are in, the middle of nowhere in, this weird, sort of farmhouse, and the whole land is dried up completely. There's dust everywhere, dust storms, and there's, no green, no trees, leaves, water, nothing. And apparently the husband has gotten a job, and he sends them over money so they can come on the train and visit him, but that's all they can afford to stay there. They start to think there's some sort of evil presence in the dust, but there isn't. Spoilers, it is literally just the mum. So apparently she had a 3rd daughter, and after that 3rd daughter died, she started taking pills, and apparently she's schizophrenic or something, and she was actually the one killing these people, and she was actually mad. So the daughter ended up tricking her into going into the dust storm, and she ended up dying in the end of the movie. The movie was alright. I was kind of hoping there was a grey man or monster or something. There wasn't. It was just her. She was the monster. But it was okay. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. Okay guys, welcome back. So last night, at a special nighttime screening, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, or Deadpool 3. Here is my full spoiler review, so be warned. So yes, after I got out the cinemas last night, I was going to do a video, but it was still late at night, and I was still trying to process what I'd just seen, so I thought I should do it now. So I went with my 2 friends, and we seen this movie. The cameos in this movie, I'm just going to discuss the cameos first. This is a major spoiler, so if you don't know the cameos, do not watch this. So we had Elektra, the original Elektra, we had Blade return, We also had Gambit. Channing Tatum played Gambit. I don't really understand that, but he wasn't actually a bad Gambit. There were a bunch of other cameos as well, like Captain America came down where we thought it was Captain America with Chris Evans, the actor for him, and he says, I'm going to say these two words, and Deadpool's like, Avengers Assemble, we didn't, he said Flame On, so that was his earlier character from Fantastic Four. He was playing Johnny Storm. That was absolutely insane. He did unfortunately die. He got like skinned alive by Professor Xavier's sister. But anyway, but yeah, the movie was absolutely insane. Not really going to say anything else. It's just the basic story of it. But he is taken by the TVA from Loki because he says that his universe is dying, and he doesn't want to be sent on a mission. The reason his universe is dying is because his Logan died. So he has to go get Logan, but he figures out that Logan's already... There's no way of bringing him back. So he goes to different universes and tries and gets different Logans to come with him, but some of them don't want to come with him, and one of them is freaking Henry Cavill as Logan. I don't really understand that, but he eventually finds a Logan and to help him, and yeah, they end up saving the universe and they end up fighting a bunch of other Deadpool variants as well. It's just insane. Like, the girl Deadpool was never revealed. If it was Taylor Swift or Ryan Reynolds' wife, I don't know. That hasn't been revealed yet, but who knows. But this movie is absolutely insane. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next video. Also, just another thing. This movie is very, very bloodthirsty and very, very crude. So do not bring your child to the cinema like last night, because there was a child behind me. Hello guys, and welcome back. Today is a different video. I'm going to be reviewing The Inpatient and the Blair Witch VR games. So I did finish these a while ago. I've just forgotten to do a video about them. So The Inpatient, you're like stuck in this mental hospital and you don't know how you got there. You have to try and escape. Spoilers for this, still the ending is very weird, where he turns out to be the Wendigo and he's actually the one killing all the people in the mental hospital. That is really strange. Like, I'm the Wendigo because I'm playing that character. I'm killing these people. It's just strange. And then the Blair Witch VR is really scary. Like, the game goes for ages, and when you get to the bit where you find the house, you go outside, you find the house. You're always outside, but anyway, when you find the house and you're inside the house, there are so many jump scares. I literally, the VR headset almost flew off my head when I played that. But seriously, I'm not really going to spoil anything for this game, but that game was amazing. I give The Inpatient, I didn't really like the ending, actually. It wasn't really as scary as the story was when it actually revealed what it really was. So I'm going to give it a 7, and I'm going to give the Blair Witch VR a 9.5. Like, it is perfect. I love this, and if I play any more horror VR games, I'll let you guys know.